Hey there, welcome to episode 57 of Your Fun and Profitable Online Business. I'm Wendy Muzzy, and I help women entrepreneurs create fun and profitable businesses that are built with systems and designed for joy. Over the past 2 weeks, we've talked about thinking like a scientist in your business and running bigger experiments. Today, we're finishing the trilogy by making sure your experiments actually give you useful information. Because here's the thing. If you try something but don't measure anything, it's not really moving the needle. It can be fun. You might get new ideas. You might even feel brave for putting it out there. But that alone doesn't build sustainable profit. And I know you don't want random effort. You want traction. You want to know your work is building to something. So today we're talking about how to run business experiments in a way that gives you answers instead of confusion. And whether you're running the micro experiments from episode 55 or a bigger test from episode 56, the tracking categories are the same. All right, let's dive in. Here's the pattern I see some of the time, and you might recognize it too. You launch something new. You send a few emails, you try a new social media strategy, maybe it's stories this time, and you open up a few spots for a new beta offer. And then you decide what worked or didn't work based on how it felt. One quiet day, you're convinced it failed. One exciting message, you feel amazing again. You're on top of the world. Then someone unsubscribes and you start wondering why you're doing any of this. Look, I get it. I've been there too. But here's what I learned. Most new things we try don't seem to work because we aren't clear on what we're measuring. And without that information, your brain will fill in the blanks. Now, we've talked about this before. Your brain loves to keep you safe. It's its only job. And sometimes it's really dramatic. It'll say, whatever you do, stop, put on the brakes. This isn't working. Because your brain just wants you to go back to what feels comfortable. And without data to anchor you, you repeat mistakes because you don't know exactly what caused the results. Or you abandon good ideas too early because they didn't take off immediately. Or you cling to not so great ideas too long because you're emotionally attached to them. And in that space, you ride the roller coaster of high and low and doubt and overthinking and spinning. And it's exhausting. But when you know what to track, you move from thinking you know what is and isn't working to actually knowing what happened and having a plan on what to adjust. And that shift, that's what we're aiming for. Calm, curious, strategic, not reactive, and not traumatic. And this is important. We're not trying to eliminate feelings in this process. If you're disappointed because something didn't land the way you hoped, that's okay. And if you feel confident about something new, that's awesome. Just make sure it doesn't come from hype. Our goal is to support our feelings with evidence. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of what to collect in your business experiments. Keep in mind, this isn't about being rigid, and I'm going to simplify this because it should be simple. And you don't need a complicated spreadsheet, although if you want one, I will happily help you build it. I do love my spreadsheets, almost too much sometimes. But seriously, this can live in a simple Google Doc or even your Notes app. You just need 5 headers. That's it. Header number 1, effort data. Here you're looking at your cost. How many hours did you put in? How much energy did it take you on a scale of 1 to 10? Did it disrupt your week? Did you procrastinate on it? Did you look forward to it? Because profit here isn't just about money. If something makes you $500 but it takes 20 hours and leaves you fried, that's important information. If something makes you $200 but takes 90 minutes and feels easy and exciting, that's equally as important. Effort data tells you whether something's scalable, sustainable, and if it's in line with what you're building. We are not building profitable and miserable. We're building fun and profitable, and effort matters here. Header number 2, visibility data. Here we want to know how many people saw it. Sometimes you think something didn't work, but the real issue is not enough people saw it. This includes views, opens, clicks, replies, conversations started, profile visits, link taps. Now, if 27 people saw your offer, that's not a failed launch. It's likely a visibility issue, and that completely changes your next move. It stops you from scrapping a good idea just because the audience size was too small. So Before you make changes, ask yourself if enough people saw it. That question alone can save months of unnecessary tweaks. Header number 3, conversion data. Here we want to know who moved. We're looking at sales, signups, downloads, submitted applications, booked calls, whatever your call to action was. And here's what really matters. What percentage converted from those people that saw it? If 4 people bought it and there were 40 clicks, that's a 10% conversion rate. That's not random. That's information. The goal isn't to have a huge success every time. The goal is to learn patterns. And over time, you'll notice that a type of message converts better with your audience, or a price point is an easier sell, or a segment of your audience responds a certain way. Suddenly, your business decisions feel less like guessing and more like adjusting dials. Header number 4, feedback data. Here, you want to know what people said, and this is gold here. It includes messages, emails, objections, questions, comments, and silence. Yes, silence is data. So is confusion and enthusiasm. If people pause and ask what it is exactly, that's information you can address. If they say they love this, but it's not the right time, that's positioning data. If they say they've been waiting for it, that shows you it's resonating. Feedback tells you what numbers alone can't. So don't just track the outcomes, track their words. Header number 5, internal data. This is the one that people sometimes skip. Here you ask yourself, did I enjoy it? Did I feel confident delivering it? Did it align with my bigger goals? I say this so many times because I truly, truly believe it. You're building a business that supports your life, so your internal experience matters. If something performs well but you dread it, that's a red flag. If something performs moderately well but lights you up, that's worth getting right. Now, we're now outsourcing your satisfaction to analytics here. We're integrating both. External data plus internal experience is how you build something fun and profitable. Now imagine this. Instead of thinking your workshop bombed, 213 people saw it. 37 people clicked for more details. 4 people bought it. It took you 6 hours and you enjoyed teaching it, but your sales page confused people. Now with that information, you have a plan. You tweak the page. You run it again. That's calm and that's grounded. And experiments feel safe. Risk feels lighter. You're no longer attaching your value to the results. You're collecting information, you're adjusting, you're trying again. Confidence builds not because every experiment wins, but because you know how to evaluate it. Nothing is personal, it's just information. All right, here's your action plan this week. I want you to create an experiment log. It's not fancy, it's not complicated. It just has these 5 sections: effort, visibility, conversions, feedback, and internal experience. And the next time you try something, fill it in, even if it's small, even if it's just 1 email. It'll help you make decisions differently. And if you want my experiment log template, you can grab it at wendymuzzy.com/log. But even if you just write these 5 headers in your notes app right now and fill them in next time, that works. All right. Today, we talked about what to collect when you run business experiments, because experimenting without tracking just leads to emotional decision-making. And in that place lives doubt and overcorrection. But experimenting with useful data, you get answers. And when you combine those answers with your creativity, that's when business is fun and profitable. You can find the link to the log I mentioned earlier at wendymuzzy.com/log or in the show notes. You can find those at wendymuzzy.com/the episode number, like today's episode would be wendymuzzy.com/57. All right, that's it for today. Until next time, happy data collecting.